So you think about your journey with product ops, Dragonboat, what would be your advice for someone who's, looking to get into product ops or already in product ops and wanting to scale it at their company? Where would you start and what's the best advice you have?
Sure. First and foremost, I think don't overwhelm yourself and don't take on too much at once. Focus on your burning problems to solve, so that you can kind of hone in on things and not be feel like you're boiling the ocean.
Mhm.
So really, like, working with your leadership to identify the big rock problems you want to solve first and prioritize them, and then tackle one thing at a time. Is a really big piece of advice. Try not to introduce too many tools at once, and try not to have multiple tools that solve the same problem. I think is a really big one too. And don't be afraid to evolve your team charter over time. As you go, your areas of focus are going to mature along with your team. So it's okay that your focus areas mature. It's okay that your charter changes. And I think it's a natural progression of the maturity of both your product operations org and your company organization in general. And be patient, I think, is a really big one. We're change agents, and change is hard for people. Humans don't like it. My boss said this quote to me. I'm not sure what the origin of it is, but change happens slowly and then all at once. And I think that I find that to be extremely accurate, and applicable to our discipline and to our industry.
Yeah, for sure. You look at how busy product orgs in general are, but I love that you said just start with the biggest things, and it could be super simple. It doesn't have to be something that's like the five-year goal. You can start with something that is more immediate, but then it's a big rock right now, and you just kind of evolve as time goes on,
right? And
see what those biggest priorities are.
And as you check things off and start to see the benefits, it gives you motivation and confidence to keep going and scaling outwards as well. So I think, if you look just it's not that it's not important to look ahead, but if you're only focusing on that, it might stifle you from just making progress in the here and now.
Yeah. Well, that's what kind of ties it back to Dragonboat. You've got that outcome focused vision, but you're connecting it back with the execution, which is
exactly
what not many people do. It's hard to do because there's a lot of data in all these different places, but I've seen it help you guys at Tealium and a lot of other customers, just that you have that single source of truth where you can rely on data. You're seeing how you're measuring up to those goals, but then you're also completing things.
100%. Yeah. And, music to my ears when, my boss pings me and said, I answered my own question in Dragonboat without having to ask 7 different people.
Oh, awesome.